mean, there is a documentary coming out with James and Tommy, not Tommy,
Randy,
Randy. Yes.
James and Randy. And I hope that thing does not come out. That thing is absolutely horrible. And I am actually upset about anybody that would exploit them like that. They are at their worst. They are at a low. And whomever the hell did that documentary, from what I understand, gave them money to do the documentary, knowing that they were going to get high, then filmed them getting high.
Oh,
And DeBarge is having a rough, rough time in life. They are. And for someone to want to exploit that and put that on film, it's disgusting. I'm quite angry about it. And believe it or not, I'm talking with some of my guys to see if there what kind of angle there would be to put an injunction against it and take legal action because it's horrible.
mm,
It's horrible. Excuse me.
yeah.
I just want to shut this off. Okay. It's
Yeah.
horrible. And I'm angry about it, to tell you the truth. And I've talked to a few of my guys. I have not talked to L yet, and I'm waiting to talk to L. I know that L was against it totally, and whoever, I understand that a friend of mine went to the screening of it the other day. Had a screening last week here in the States that are actually trying to get people to buy it so they can air it. And I understand that the producers of the thing said that they had the blessings of the family and stuff like that. That's a lie. They did not. Bunny's in an uproar. L's in an uproar. The other DeBarges are upset about it.
Mm.
So anyway, that thing is wrong. I hope I didn't take this in a different direction
No,
than
no, no. It's
people
good.
did,
It's good.
but
Yeah.
I'm upset about that. I'm very upset about that. How dare somebody do that to them?
Yeah. I mean, as I said, it's yeah, a very vulnerable family, and to be able to exploit them in that way. Um, but as you said, and you probably know more than anyone how tough it is to come out. So by moving to New Jersey, did you have to just wean yourself from everything in order just to come out and give up that habit?
I did. I did. And believe it or not, when I went to New Jersey, I wound up signing with Sugar Hill Records, but the situation was all around me there. It was all around me there. But I was able to fight because all these new environments, I didn't have to go in and partake.
Okay.
And I was always a private person to an extent, and my presentation was important to me. Even when I was on drugs back in Hollywood days and stuff like that, I'd never miss a meeting. Always clean, always sharp, prompt, punctual. I just got high in my off hours, and that was too much for me. But I never misrepresented, even as Jody says in a documentary. With Bobby and Tommy, you knew what was going on, but with Greg, you never knew.
Mm.
So, and I was prideful. I loved myself enough to realize that this is no good for me. So I left. And when I moved there, even though I wound up in a few situations that could have taken me back, I walked out the door. I
Right.
got away. So
What was it like when you moved to New Jersey and you saw the emergence of the barge? The kids, the family that you sort of raised, and
I'll
seeing
be honest
them.
with you. I'm very proud. That's still my family. And part of what I did was to get all of us out of where we were, you know, because it wasn't nothing going. Grand Rapids, living in Grand Rapids was only going to take them down, and they were too talented, to not get exposed. So I was happy. I had told Jermaine and Hazel, you got to go meet these kids, and yeah, and they came to hang with us Switch was on a promotional tour, and we were in Detroit. And I told Bobby, I said, call them and tell them to come up here so they can meet Jermaine and Hazel. And they did that. They did just that, and that's how things got triggered for them as well. So me wanting them on and wanting them to win, I was very proud and still am of the success they had. Hurt by the failure and the depressing information, but I'm proud of them. Glad for them.
They didn't get you guys to help with their debut album at all, or it was more like the Motown handled that? You guys didn't get involved in their
No,
first.
Bobby did. Bobby was hands-on with some of it, but I was in transition moving over to Total Experience at the time.
Okay,
Yeah. They came
okay,
after we had already basically left my Motown before they even started recording.
okay, okay. So they kind of filled the gap that you guys
But I
left.
will tell you something that a lot of people don't know. During that transition, even though I wound up over at Total Experience, I helped Chico do his first album during that same period. After they dropped DeBarge's first album, Chico went into the studio and I helped him get into the studio and introduced him to a lot of people and actually was hands-on with a couple of his songs on his first album.
Wow.
Which again, I didn't get credit for, but okay.
Okay. More hard knock life.
Truly.
Um, so at Sugar Hill, did you then get back? Did you start getting credit for producing, or where did you decide to take your career?
Well, actually, yeah, I stayed at Sugar Hill for a couple of years. I produced a couple of things with West Street Mob, which was Joey Robinson's group, and I'd hang around with. In fact, that's where I met Angie from
Yeah.
Angie Stone, and I produced a few things around there. Who was there? LL Cool J was there. Mo D was in and out. Grandmaster Flash and them were the hit artists at the label at the time. Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, they were the big artists at the time. So yeah, I produced a few things, but nothing ever came of that really either.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of Halftime Chat. Please remember to subscribe, share, and comment. But most importantly, why don't you become a member of Halftime Chat? We've got amazing videos, amazing perks, and being able to support the channel. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care.
I never participated in that category.
And somewhere in between
us, or even loving us, on which I didn't miss you with.
What was it like growing up?
She's still making an impact on 4 houses down.
I have a couple of pieces.
trying to get this one and that one.
That works for you, but just for me,
No, okay.
They don't understand what those boys and men all
Play it.
These guys, they all work together.
I mean, I love all different genres.